Join us, support us, join us, support us. Just because the media is masses, we have draconian laws, we have brutal police action, and we have the judiciary working at the behest of the political leaders. Join us, support us.
Hey guys, Anna here, and today I'm sitting at home. It's a Sunday afternoon, and I figured maybe I'd give you a chance to kind of get to know me. I'm going to show you guys my Oddities collection. I mean, basically, I've got this, decent size cabinet up here that I have filled with all kinds of strange things. One of the things people know about me when they come over to my house is that they're always going to see something that's a little off that they're probably not going to see in most of their friends' houses or antique collections. So my interests range from, I like the old 1800s style spiritualist movement. I've always really been into that. I like the palmistry. As you can see, there's a little palmistry hand back here, as well as talking boards. I've got some newer Ouija boards back here, as well as some mystic boards. And like this here, the old Parker Brothers style William Full board, which are pretty well sought out now. And I enjoy those. I've probably got about 10 different types of boards. Here's a little collection of those boards I was telling you about, just some of them. But I don't know, I thought maybe you guys get a kick out of seeing some of the stuff that I have. Just genuinely love ancient faces. Here's one of my favorite little girls. This is a daguerreotype, so it's very hard to get. It's very reflective. So one of the objects I like to talk about is this photo right here, which is like one of my favorites that I have in my collection. These are called the Hidden Mother. And basically what this is it's a picture of a mother holding a baby, but there's something a little peculiar about mom here. And in the 1800s, because still photography at the time, it was very expensive and it was a long process, the mother would actually hold the children in order to kind of keep them calm and to kind of keep them still, and rather than just kind of sitting them down on a board. It's just like anything. I mean, if you put a baby down, it's probably going to cry. So what they would do is they would hide mom in this fashion. And there's a lot of rumors that say that, oh, this is a mourning photo, but not necessarily. This is most likely just mom chilling out, trying to keep baby still and calm. That way they can get a photo. Another one of my favorite objects. This is from the Civil War era. This is actually a gentleman that, I don't know. We could say that maybe he's passed away at the time this pin was made, or maybe not. But it was a real common thing to keep a little memento like this of a loved one and keep a lock of their hair. So that is his hair inside there, and it looks like he may have been a redhead. Cool photo of mine. This one's a little spooky. She's looking unsuspecting that there's a gentleman staring at her from behind. Another cool photo. Masked woman. Looking very mysterious. Now, in the way of funerary items and mourning photos, I do have some, I don't know, this is turn of the century, probably after the, I'm going to say this is probably from the 20s. It's a funeral parlor photo of just like some different arrangements and things, and I believe this one says father and husband. And then this one right here is from a graveyard. This is probably from about the same time period, I would guess. Now this one right here is definitely something not many people would be into, but that's the post-mortem photography. This one here of a little infant. People ask me why I collect these things, and for me it's like I just really love the beauty of it. It's gorgeous. I love the Victorian era. I love the way they honor their dead. It was just really special back then. Nowadays everything's kind of manufactured and it just doesn't have a personal touch to it. Here we have a stereo view of President McKinley's funeral. McKinley was actually the third president next to Abraham Lincoln that was shot, and he was shot in the stomach, like I said, and his wounds became, you know, they had gangrene, and he kind of just took a turn for the worse. But the stereo views are actually pretty cool. They're like the equivalent of like what 3D is now. It's just like a little wooden machine that you could actually pull the pictures closer and further away, and everything would kind of look like it was popping out at you. So these little cuties, they're pretty neat. This one here, she either looks like she may have like a glass eye or some kind of deformity that makes her eyes a little strange. And then this one here I picked up for 50 cents. I don't know why, I just thought she was really kind of sweet, but I'm not really sure what's up with her face. As you can see here, I've got some old portraits. This one here is pretty large. I'll put my hand there so you can kind of see. I got this for $25 at an antique shop. But besides that, some of the other things I collect, I'll show you here, is I collect the old style, let's see if I can get it here, embalming bottles. So I believe this one here is an Esco distinctive, yes. But look how beautiful this bottle is. It's got pine cones at the bottom. And like, again, people ask me why, and I don't know, it's just a beautiful bottle. I collect a lot of bottles, but these have become kind of sought after by me. And this is another one, let's see if I can get it. It's Undertaker Supply Company of Chicago, Illinois. And again, just kind of a cool bottle. What they would do is, you can see the measurements here, they would hang this bottle upside down most likely and put that into our client. And the one I have here is the Embalmers, let's see, Embalmer Supply Company out of Westport, Connecticut. These are not nearly as pretty as the old Esco bottles, but this has, now it's hard to read because of the patina inside of it, but this is an old opium bottle. So I collect a lot of stuff like this. Besides funerary, I also collect a lot of medical supplies, and at another time I'll get into all that. Another cool old poison bottle of laudanum. Laudanum was a drug they used back in the day that they used to treat pain, but like many things, they used some strange ingredients, including that guy right there, chloroform. You can see this. This is an old Victorian plate that they would put on the outside of a casket. This is from the 1800s. It was bought from a funeral home that was in the family for years, and this is from their old collection. But again, a lot of people say, okay, that's pretty morbid. Shouldn't this be in the grave? No, they actually attached these to the outside of the casket during the funeral, and the families would take this home with them. So it's kind of a memento. I also collect quack medicine. So this here is kind of a cool one. Now, as you can see, it's a pretty large object. Actually weighs 7 pounds, and it is an old-fashioned massage vibrator. Now, the funny thing about this contraption here is these here we got the owner's manual. Some of the stuff that they talk about in here is absolutely hilarious. You will see that this has been mostly aimed towards women. Now look how happy that woman is right there. She is in love with her massager. But it's a whole article about curing female hysteria. And it talks about rosy cheeks and doctors giving services right inside the office, and I think we all can, pretty much figure out what that entailed. My model here is dated in 1926. This is the warranty certificate from when it was made, and comes to find out, the only other one I have found in existence of this exact model was found in the Hustlers Museum in Las Vegas, Nevada. Kind of another fun fact, Mark Twain owned this exact same model. This here is an old violet ray machine. It's kind of cool. If you guys give me a minute, I will try to plug it in and see if we can get it to work. So now, as you can see, I made it kind of dark in here, but this is my Energix violet ray machine. This here actually delivers quite a shock, and I mean, you can really feel that. And you can smell it. This is ozone inside of this. I'll get this focused again. And these were used to cure, again, quack medicine, all sorts of ailments. Listen to this thing. Everything from, they thought it helped tuberculosis to hair loss to a slew of other ailments. But here you go. You see this thing's really putting out some volts. And you can smell the ozone coming right off of it. This one here is, I don't know, I think this guy here is from the 1920s and it still works. So, pretty amazing. My brother refurbished it for me. Thanks, Brian. And, I don't know. But I've always been really interested in, like, quack medicine. I just think it's so strange that, like, in these little bottles, you could find it at any carnival, flea market, farmer's market, whatever they had back in the day. This here is Dr. Farney's, Farney and Sons cure. And basically this guy just sold opium and morphine and cocaine to you so that way you could rub it on your baby's gums, and it was a treatment for teething. There was just a huge amount of ailments that they were trying to treat at that time. Everybody was losing their kids, and what you don't hear a lot about is a lot of these kids were dying because their parents were trying to treat them with something that just came in the bottle with absolutely no instructions. It was just a bottle. Put it on and there was no real dosing. And little kids were overdosing all the time, and I don't know, I just find this whole era very fascinating. So as you can see, I've got lots of little bottles back here. This one right here, also another poison bottle. But anyways, this a little insight to who I am and the strange things that I'm really into, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour. Maybe at another time, if you guys like this, I'll do another little mini vlog like this and show you guys a little bit more. Alright, bye guys.